want to convert that idea into a business. So in this series, I'll be showing you in a step-by-step approach how you can go about that. So if you're new to my channel, subscribe, like, and share. So let's get started. So in this series, I'll be creating a step-by-step guide on how you can move from the idea that you have and the steps you can take to actualize it. And my main focus will be on the business planning and financial forecasting. So in this series, I'll be creating future videos on each of these topics that are demonstrate or illustrate in this PowerPoint. So first, I'll be focusing on the how to create a business plan, and here we're looking at coming up with understanding your customer, understanding the value you're bringing, as well as the strengths and weaknesses that you're going to consider, who are your competitors, and such things. So the business plan is like the framework of your business, so it's going to detail all those details that are critical, and these are things that you need to consider before actually implementing that idea. So the business plan will entail a lot of research, it will entail a lot of thinking through the whole idea that you have and actualizing it. Then next we're going to look at the elements of financial forecasting. So forecasting involves predicting what would happen in the event something either good or bad happened. So, and in this case we're going to be looking at the financial bit of it. So basically, what are these average case, the best case and worst case scenarios that would happen based on any idea that you may be having. So we're going to look at how do you now do that financial forecasting, what are the things you need to consider, and how do you go about that. So next we are then going to have a sample 1-year cash flow forecast. So can your idea and the plan that you have actually survive in 1 year of something maybe you had not expected? So in the event of a worst case scenario, can your idea survive 1 year of that? So also in this if the reverse is also true, that it was a success, how would that be? So how do you come up with that 1 year annual cash flow forecast? And cash flow, that means you need to consider that idea running from the time it's implemented to the time of the end of that 1 year. Then next we are going to look at some of the tools you can utilize. So we won't be covering all of them, but we will be covering the main ones that are first simple to actualize. So how do you how do you do the research, and how do you feed that into something that you can forecast, you can predict of the probable output that would arise. Then after we've looked at the business forecasting tools, we're going to look at the marketing spending plan versus the return on investment. So you want to actually market yourself. Remember, if you are new, you are getting to a new ecosystem, so you need to do the marketing, but at the same time the marketing must not it must not burn you. So there is a return on investment that you must always consider. You do not want to spend much on the marketing. So in this bit we won't be focusing on the the actual doing of the marketing, we're going to look at the financing of your marketing. Then that we're going to look at the sensitivity test matrix of your business. So we shall have like a quadrant where you can have factors you need to consider, and these are like the edges. So how low or how high you can go. So assuming you want to maybe let me give just an example. How how low maybe can you price something, or how high can you like as set as the cost of something, like how much do you have the liberty to actually set as the costs if you want, let's say, to to set some costs. So how farthest can you go without maybe going into losses? So that is what we're going to look at in the sensitivity test matrix. So that's it. So in conclusion, we're going to look at the elements of a business plan and how to come up with one. Then we're going to do financial forecast on that idea you have. You have the idea, especially you are an entrepreneur and you want to convert that idea into an actual business. Then how do you build now this annual cash flow forecast based on these assumptions that you'll have? There's various assumptions you can have, maybe on the market, on the product itself. So how do you now build this annual cash flow with a sample? Then we're going to look at the business forecasting tools that you can utilize. Then next we're going to look at the marketing spending plan versus the return on investment. Then we're going to finalize on the sensitivity test matrix that you can use as you make your strategic decisions. So what we are not going to cover, so we are not going to cover how to run a business. So we are just covering, you have the idea, but you want now to start actualizing that idea. So how do you come out from the idea to now the business planning and the forecasting? So this series won't cover the running of the business, to just cover the starting of, you have the idea, maybe you are an innovator, let's say you are a tech innovator or just an entrepreneur and want to convert that idea to business. So that is it, and that is what we're going to cover in this series. So stay tuned for future uploads that I'm going to make. I'll be making step-by-step videos, each covering a specific business aspect of what I've just presented. Then we're going to look at that using examples and how you can actualize that so that you can convert your idea to business. So thank you for watching. This is Robinson Kitaya. So if you're new to my channel and you may want to view such content, subscribe, like and share. Thank you.